Hello friends, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with the book Unhaul challenge. Let's jump right into it. This is a challenge created by Lala from Books and Lala over 3 years ago. But I recently went through my shelves, unhauled some books, and decided to just go ahead and film this because I think a lot of the books that I unhauled fit these prompts. If not, I will find some more that can go. So let's jump right into it. I actually just pulled off like 10 more books right before this started. So first one is a book that I rated low. Ooh, which one of these did I rate low? In the Garden of Spite by Camilla Bruce is one that I did not end up loving. This is a fictionalized tale of Belle Laporte, I think is her name, right? The widow of Laporte, Belle Gunness. And she is an actual female serial killer. This is a fictionalized tale of her life and motivations, and it didn't really work for me. I liked Camilla Bruce's You Let Me In a lot. This one did not work as well, so I'm actually gifting this to a friend's mother who likes true crime books, and I think this is like a really true crimey novel, so that's going to go to her, but that one's going to go. And then a book that I changed my mind about, this one. Made You Up by Francesca Zappia. I really love this when I read it. And then since then have heard a lot of reviewers who suffer from mental health issues like those in the book say that this is really bad representation, really harmful representation. And so I don't need to keep it. It's a YA. I don't really read YA. And if it's got bad rep in it, it's not one that I need to keep. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this along. Then we have a series that I won't be completing. I guess I can count these. I have Lady Midnight, Queen of Air and Darkness, Lord of Shadows, Cassandra Clare. Just in general, I'm done with Cassandra Clare. These are the only ones that I still had on my shelves because I do like this series more than any of her other ones. The Dark Artifices is like more current day and has more fae in it, which I do really like, but I'm never going to reread these. These were actually audiobook reads, and I don't need the physical copies. They take up so much room. They're so big. I got like the big floppy UK paperbacks, and they're awesome, but like, I don't need them. So they're gonna go. I don't have any Cassandra Clare books on my shelves anymore, and I'm not mad about it. A book that I DNF'd. I DNF'd this lovely thing, The Ghostwriter by Alessandra Torre. Loved her Deanna Madden series, but this is a self-pub, domestic. It's not a thriller. It's just kind of like a mystery. The main character is an author, and they're writing their last book, and their last book has this big confession in it. And we find out throughout the book what the confession is. I DNF'd it. I couldn't do it. We were listening to the audiobook. The main character is so unlikable. We did spoil ourselves. I was listening with Amber while we were diamond painting, and the redemption arc that this character took, it's just not, it was a hot mess. I'm glad after like spoiling ourselves that I did not finish this, but I don't think that Alessandra Torre is an author for me. That's gonna go. A book that I'll never actually get to. Okay, I have two for that. One because it's ridiculous, and the other one because I'm not interested anymore. That is He Will Be My Ruin by K.A. Tucker. I've not read anything by K.A. Tucker, but I don't think I'm going to love them. I've also gotten rid of, what was the other one? The Simple Wild, because I know that that has something in it that's probably going to be really like upsetting and triggering to me. I just don't think that I need to start with the, like I don't want to read it. So I changed my mind. Also, I bought The Severed Moon, a year-long journal of magic by Leigh Bardugo, because I was like, it's Leigh Bardugo, I'm gonna love it. There's not a single word written in this. It's a brand new, like, magical reflection journal. I don't want it. I don't want it. A book I bought because of the hype. I don't know, maybe these, The Dark Vault by Victoria Schwab. Victoria Schwab is like not a small author, right? Like everybody tends to either love or hate. She's kind of polarizing. I've liked most of her works. I liked these just fine, but I read them in audiobook. The audiobooks are free on Hoopla. I don't need this. It's pretty meaty. Like, I think I have a tab in here just to kind of delineate between the two books, because this is both of the books archived in the Unbound. I don't need them. And then a book I bought because of the cover. The Night Country by Melissa Albert, which is annotated and tabbed. I liked the Hazelwood, did not like this book, and don't want to keep it. I was like, why am I keeping it? It's gorgeous. The covers are beautiful, but I didn't like the way it wrapped up. I liked the mix of like real world and then like fantasy world in the Hazelwood, but in this book, I was not satisfied with the ending. It didn't give me what I wanted out of the series, and that's fine. That's the author's prerogative. It doesn't have to go the way that I want, but I didn't like it enough to keep it. I think I gave it 3 stars, and I don't need it on my shelf. It's gonna go. A book I don't know anything about. I don't think anything left that I don't know anything about. I went through all of these, and I'm okay with these, I think. Well, no, we can do this one. Left-Handed Booksellers of London by Garth Nix. I don't know anything about this at all, but I also don't think that I want it. It is signed. It is a LitJoy, like, reversible dust jacket copy. I think I'm going to be starting a Depop or some kind of, like, option to sell my signed exclusive copies of books. I have a whole bunch of Outcrate that I'm getting rid of, a whole bunch of LitJoy that I'm getting rid of that are signed, that are exclusive covers or have exclusive options to them. So this is one that I'm going to get rid of. I don't know anything about it, but I also am not interested in YA anymore the same way that I used to be. So I'm going to go ahead and let this go, but I have this on a separate shelf of like my to sell shelf, and this one is going to get sold. Hopefully somebody's into Garth Nix and wants a signed exclusive copy with like a reversible dust jacket and original artwork inside. And I mean, it's a gorgeous book. Like, the artwork is actually bound into the book on the tip-in page where it's signed. It's beautiful. I don't know anything about it, and I don't need it. And then a book I didn't buy. I think I bought everything else. I do have some other ones here. Like, I read this. I rated it kind of low. I Am Still Alive by Kate Alice Marshall. I enjoyed it. Don't need it. Books that I have multiple copies of. Is that one? So books that I have multiple copies of is going to be Six of Crows, Crooked Kingdom. I have those like really pretty exclusive hardbacks. These are still really pretty. They're like sprayed and gorgeous. They're first edition. I don't know if you can still get these. Like, if this is just the standard. I'm not going to keep these anymore. And I didn't annotate them. I just put tabs in, and I moved the tabs to the new like hardbacks. So if you guys know, I'm pretty sure you can still just get these at the bookstore. But if not and you're interested in these, let me know, because otherwise they're going to get donated. But if those are like an exclusive thing and somebody's like really into them, let me know and we'll find a way to get them to you. We have the entire, I've decided to bite the bullet and get rid of the entire like Sookie Stackhouse things. How many is this? This is 8, 10, 11 books in the Sookie Stackhouse series. I have 11 of them. I thought I was going to reread these at some point, but I don't think I want to. So these are going to go too. And then a book I didn't buy. Technically, I didn't buy The Ghostwriter. That was gifted to me. So we'll count that twice. Amber gifted it to me. She read it with me, and we both agree it's garbage. So it's going to go. And that has been the Unhaul Book Challenge. I have more books than this that are in my unhaul pile, but these are the ones that I pulled out just to kind of like meet some prompts and go over a couple things. And I was able to pull off a couple more things off of my shelves that I hadn't been anticipating. I've been holding on to the Sookie Stackhouse series, but I don't need 11 books just taking up room on my shelf. So all of those are going to go too. That has been it for this particular video. If you liked it, if you're into unhauls, definitely let me know down below. It feels so freeing to get rid of some stuff. And I've really been downsizing a lot of my collection in terms of like multiple copies of books. I'm just gonna be getting rid of a whole bunch of stuff. I will hopefully, by the time this goes up, have some kind of shop link where I can let you know the things that are for sale. Again, a lot of Outcrate, LitJoy signed exclusive editions that if somebody really wants, I would like you guys to be able to get them, because I know they're not available most of the time anymore. If any of these interest you, holler in a comment, let me know. We'll figure out a way to get these to you. Otherwise, check out the link hopefully down below for the shop, where I will have pictures of all of the books, but these are going to leave my house. And that is it for this one. If you liked it, do be sure to give me a big thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye, friends.